What's up, guys? How are you doing today? Just wanted to quickly talk about how to be spontaneous in lead, okay? Because when you're on this journey, you're gonna be figuring out, hey, what am I supposed to do with all this newfound confidence in this wonderful smelling body of mine? What am I supposed to do? I've got cash in my pocket, I've got confidence, or at least I'm portraying confidence. I am, you know, I am ready to go out there and seek what I want to get, or I have what I want already. Okay, so you're trying to figure out, well, what next? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to keep my audience interested? How am I supposed to keep this girl interested? Well, you have to be spontaneous. Okay, you have to be exciting. You have to be an adventurer. Okay, you can't be timid on your week to week activities. You have to try and do something different. Okay, now say you go to the bar, right? And you're with your girlfriend, right? Or your wife. And every time you go to the same restaurant, right? You're going to want to go out a little bit further than where you normally go. You're going to want to take her out to somewhere a little bit different. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you're going to want to try and spice things up. You want to have to switch things up and kind of just be more spontaneous. If you have kids, it's the same thing. You have to be able to keep your kids excited, make them want to learn new things, make them want to, feel fueled to be alive. Okay. And you as the man have to lead that fire. Okay. Now, more importantly, if you're single, right? You're single and you're trying to get a girlfriend, right? Now, when you go out, you have, like I said, you have this confidence. How are you going to use it? How are you going to get the best out of what you currently have? You can put on the best clothes, you can spray on whatever you want, you can cut your hair, you can wear a suit, but if you have no charisma, if you have no game, you have nothing. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to start talking right when you step into the room and you see, okay, this is this who, this who. Okay, I like this person. All right, just zoom first person, no matter what it is, zoom up, talk to them. Hey, my name is such and such. My name is Emeka. Bam, right? You introduce yourself. You introduce yourself and you give a nice handshake. If it's a woman, you kind of don't yank her in, but you kind of draw her into your space, and with your other hand, hold the elbow. I like to hold the elbow. Okay, nothing sexual here, but just something that kind of allows them to know that you're not afraid to get into their quarters, into their space. If there's a group of 4 to 5 people, you have to have a story in your mind that you're going to tell, right? A lot of times I would like to tell a story about, first, as I introduce myself and say, okay, I've been in the area for a couple of years and I've never been to this restaurant, or I've never been to this bar. What's the best drink here? You open your hands, you lean back. What's the best drink here? You're probably looking at me like, why would he talk like this? You want to portray that you're not afraid to move around and just keep talking and have a great conversation started and keep talking. Once they start talking, or if they say, I don't want to talk to you. We're just here, we're just having fun. It's okay, thanks. Don't feel like you've been blocked out of, out of all society and run back with your tail between your legs. Do not do that. Just, okay, cool. You guys are doing your thing. Look around the area, because let me tell you, if you walk into a bar and you just go in there and you start drinking, knock down $70 of alcohol, and you leave and nothing has been accomplished, except for poisoning yourself with alcohol. That is a very that's normal, okay? But what you want to do, okay, if you're going out to a bar, if you're going out to a restaurant, even if you're going out with your girlfriend or your wife, you want to be able to go out there and make conversation, and be the one leading the conversation and starting a sort of circle of conversation, right? Now, this is a very difficult thing for most people to do. Some people don't like doing this. Some people see, what's the point of me socializing and talking to people I don't know spontaneously like this? This is a skill that has to be nurtured. You have to nurture this skill. This skill has to be nurtured, and once you start using it, it just adds flavor to people's lives. Okay, once you're in the scene. So okay, you walk in and you start talking to them, and you say you yourself, you have a dog, or you used to have a dog. You say, hey, I miss my dog, man. He's a cocker spaniel terrier, and I used to walk him at the park, and he would always bring these rats to me, and I'm like, oh my god, a dead rat. And then someone will say something. You just stay quiet and be like, I didn't know what to do with it. And you, or if they don't say anything, you say, have you had a dog? They say no. Then you just continue on. Well, I used to run with my dog, go hiking, and he would get tired. This should already be in your mind. Something true, a story about you that you can actually start speaking about. Because a lot of times I see guys when they walk to the bar, because I know me, I'm not single, but I know, I can talk, I can start a conversation. But when I see other guys taking these courses with the pickup artists, or trying to do pickup with, what is it called? A sideman, sideman, a wingman. I see all these failures and these really weak attempts to get things going. And when you do want to, when you actually are serious about making more friends, and or if you're trying to get more, just you're trying to make more friends, okay? You have to be the initiator of the conversation. You're not gonna just sit back to the wall, and everything's gonna come to you, okay? That things will definitely come to you. You will get some solicitors, okay? But you want to be the aggressor. You want to be the initiator of conversation, because then you can pick and choose who you want to talk to. If you are always waiting for the person to come to you, you're gonna get you may get some great choices, and you know that the people who are talking to you want to talk to you. But the problem with that is that you're not getting to talk to the people that you want to talk to. Some people don't want to talk to you, or they look at you and they say they're waiting for you to talk to them, because maybe they're thinking they're high status and they don't want to approach you, and then you deny them a conversation. So you have to take it both ways. This goes with anybody. This goes with male and with female, because when you're trying to build your social circle, when you're trying to build your pack, especially in a 5 minute or 20 minute, not even in a 5 minutes, you're trying to build a conversation of people, having everyone standing around with a drink, listening to you talk, and you're having a great conversation, and everyone's listening. You have to be the initiator, and you have to know how to get people to talk, and how to talk back, and how to have a good a good um a good coordination of conversation going on. This is a very important thing to have in your repertoire and in your life. Now, being spontaneous and where you go, you want to actually case the place where you go. You can go to places you've never been before, but I really actually don't recommend that you go to places that you've never actually cased before. So you're gonna want to either go online, call up, see what they sound like, go there in person, maybe go there on a solo, maybe go there and just kind of take a look what it looks like. Sometimes you can't do this because if you're traveling, you're gonna have to just go on Yelp reviews and see what the venue is like. Okay. Once you've kind of articulated their venue, the ambience, what's gonna be like, then okay, yeah, you're gonna invest in going there. Now, getting people to come with you, because sometimes you don't want to go alone. You don't want to go just solo. So if you're one person, you're going by yourself. That in itself is much more difficult. If you're going with your wife or your girlfriend, it makes things a lot easier. So now you can you have your wife as a partner, and you guys are going out together. That makes things a little bit easier. But then again, you may want to go with several people. You may want to go out with a group of 5. Okay, a group of 5 people that you don't know. Okay, so of course you give them a call up, tell them what you're talking about. You know them loosely; they're kind of like acquaintances, but these are acquaintances that you see as high status that you want to go out with, to network with. You always have to have in your phone people of high status that you want to network with, that maybe they'll go out with you. These are the people that you want to impress, that you want to show a fun time, that you want to actually build something outside of just a regular a regular professional conversation. You want to actually have a friendship with them, and friendships build real professional, real trustworthy relationships. Okay. Now, if you don't have any contacts like these, you're gonna have to go solo. And going solo is okay. You wanna have to go solo to a venue that's a little bit, a little bit more high status than what you would normally go to attend. So we're talking about restaurants that play music, bars, nightclubs, lounges. So yeah, these type of events. You're gonna want to. A lot of these events you have to make reservations. Sometimes you don't. If you're going solo, you have to go and see if you can get in. Once you're in, please know what the dress code is and dress accordingly. Okay, dress accordingly. You have fragrance, of course. You're gonna wear your beautiful fragrances, and do not go there and just not talk to people, because you're going there to talk to people. So once you get there, survey the area, and as you quickly as you can, start conversations with people. If people shut you down, just keep going at it and talking to the next group of people until people allow you to talk to them. And then, you tell your story, you start conversations, you start building rapport, and you're in. You take it from there, and you just keep it chill. You just be yourself, but at the same time, keep your head high, have your confidence, altered to such a way that you sound professional, you sound relaxed and professional. And then also watch your voice tonality. Your voice really matters. So when you're talking to people you've never heard before, you want to keep that voice at a certain momentum, at a certain volume. And you also want to move. You also want to talk with your hands moving around. Don't keep them in your pockets, okay? Don't be the guy with one beer in their hand and one hand in their pocket like such. You want to, as much as you can, keep your hands out of your pockets, because a lot of times people will think, hey, what does he have in his pockets? Does he have a weapon in his pockets? I mean, what is he scratching his balls? You want to keep your hands out of your pockets, and be shaking hands, using your hands to talk. All very important factors when you're going out. Okay, you want to be able to know that that you're ready to take action and be. There's Italians, they like to talk with their hands. They move around like this a lot, and I normally in the past wouldn't normally talk like this, but when I am in public, I try to talk like this, because in a setting, when I'm talking in front of a crowd, using your hands, it just kind of keeps things in a very, very comfortable manner. People feel comfortable when they can see what your hands are and what you're doing with them, especially when you're talking to women. It makes them feel comfortable, safe, and that you're not going to do anything funny. You're not hiding anything. You seem more trustworthy when your hands are being shown. Plus, they're very powerful. When you do this, when you tell people to come to you, when you point, it just I don't know. It just conveys a lot of confidence. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask me in the comment section below, and you have a fantastic Saturday. Peace.